Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, I will describe which country is good for doing masters, especially in agriculture field. I live in Canada, so I don't feel I have the right to speak about every other country. So I collected some information from people living abroad in different countries like US, Australia, Germany, London, and it's all from the people who are living already there. So in that way, you can see which country has what to offer and you can decide which country is good in finally. So I'll post you the videos one by one, and you can have a look, and hope this will be helpful.
Hi there, this is M.Sc studying tropical international forestry in Germany at the moment. And let's move on to education in Germany. There are two kind of universities in Germany, which is public and private. If you opt to study in public universities, the fee structure can be anything around 300 to 400 per semester, and if you choose to go for private, it can be between 1,000 to 6,000 euros per semester. And monthly living expenses can be, say for example, if you live in a normal town, you pay around 300 euros per month, and then as a default you're obliged to pay insurance, which can be around 100 euros. If you opt for public, it can be much cheaper in private. Living expense, food expenses can be more, 150 euros, and other miscellaneous costs can be 50 euros. So overall you need around 6,600 euros. Yeah, 500 to 600 on average for survival on month in a month. And yeah, how do you survive? Part-time is the best option. For part-time, you have plenty of jobs, even though you don't speak German, but German is much anticipated if you want to go for part-time. And for part-time, as per German law, we are obliged as a student, we can do up to 20 hours a week, and it is paid around 10 euros a month, 10 euros per hour. And yeah, let's do some math. You get around 800 euros per month, and yeah, when you can pretty much save 100 euros if you do full work hours in a month as a part on a standard of part-time scale. So yeah, for most universities, to get the admit, IELTS is the standard. I mean, TOEFL and GA are also acceptable. For scholarship, it can be easy if you apply for a masters after having a 2 years work experience, which we can get into a DAD scholarship, which is a German standard scholarship, which is pretty cool. They also cover your travel expenses and everything. And even if not that, after coming here, you can apply for local scholarships, and also there will be some scholarship binding to your university, so you can always have a look into them after coming here. So yeah, which it's not so difficult. At the same time, you really have to put some efforts into it. After MSc, um, you could, if you get a job, for example, the pay scale can be around 2,000 to 3,000 euros. It depends on the company. If you're apparently working in a startup, you can't expect more on a startup, but if it's a well established company, it can be much more, like 3,000 euros or 3,200 something after taxes. Yeah, and to settle down here, I could give 7 out of 10. So yeah, because yeah, it's obviously a foreign country for everybody who comes from other than Germany. And yeah, when you come from a different country, you have to really blend into the culture, understand the people. And obviously, when English is not really their mother tongue or not well widely spoken, you really need to learn German in Germany to get more friends or to socialize more with the locals. So yeah, that can be a bit challenging, the language part. And to find a job, it also linked with language, because most companies here, yeah, they still work as a language, the German as the standard language in the working areas, unless you were into some kind of jobs like IT or computer based jobs, which where you don't really need to talk to people, where you just need to understand coding and machines, that's all. But on a normal scale, German is well anticipated for a job, to find a job here. And yeah, by keeping that in mind, I can give 6 out of 10 to find a job after masters. And for students, my advice, or my experience in studying in Germany is, I mean, it's pretty good option if you're majorly thinking about your finances. I mean, as a student, we really don't have much money to keep into our education. If you're really depending mostly on your your part time and not really want to depend on parents, yeah, why not? It's a They offer a good fee structure, and most quality education too. I mean, it's a good shot if you want to take it. I mean, at the same time, yeah, think about the socializing aspect, think about the language. You really need to know that if you want to settle down here. And also, if you get out, step out of your homeland, anything can be a foreign country. I mean, you have to change everything according to what they demand, what it's demanding. So take a shot, and thank you.
హాయ్ గైస్, నా పేరు తరుణ్. సో నేను యూకేకి మాస్టర్స్ చేయడానికి వచ్చాను, ఫుడ్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ ఫ్రమ్ కార్డిఫ్ మెట్రోపాలిటన్ యూనివర్సిటీ అనమాట. సో మనకి సాగర్ కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ పంపాడు, వాటికి నేను 1 by 1 క్వశ్చన్ చదివి ఆన్సర్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా? సో లెట్స్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద వీడియో. సో ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ 2 years. యూనివర్సిటీ ఫీ ఫర్ 2 years అనేది డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద ఇండివిజువాలిటీ అనమాట. సో కొన్ని యూనివర్సిటీలో 10,000కి అయిపోతుంది, కొన్ని యూనివర్సిటీలో 15,000కి అయిపోతుంది. అంటే డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద ర్యాంకింగ్ అలా అనుకోవచ్చు. సో ట్రై టు అప్లై ఫర్ ద టాప్ యూనివర్సిటీ. మీకు కనీసం ఇంటర్న్షిప్స్కి వాటికి వీటికైనా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది, ప్లస్ మీకు ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కూడా బాగుంటుంది. అండ్ యావరేజ్ మంత్లీ లివింగ్ ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ అనేవి డిపెండ్స్ అనమాట. ఇక్కడ మనకి డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అకామిడేషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఒకటి స్టూడెంట్ అకామిడేషన్, ఇంకోటేమో షేర్డ్ అకామిడేషన్ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. స్టూడెంట్ అకామిడేషన్ వచ్చేసి మీకు వీక్లీ £100 అని చెప్పి పే చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో మంత్లీ £400 పే చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది అనమాట. షేర్డ్ అకామిడేషన్ వచ్చేసి మీకు ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, మీకు విత్ గ్యాస్, ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ, ఫుడ్, అకామిడేషన్ టోటలీ 400 to 500 అయిపోతుంది. సో ట్రై టు బుక్ అండ్ షేర్డ్ అకామిడేషన్. అంటే ఫ్రెండ్స్ అందరితో కలిసి ఉంటారు. సో నేనైతే షేర్డ్ అకామిడేషన్లోనే ఉంటున్నాను. అండ్ యావరేజ్ మంత్లీ పార్ట్ టైం జాబ్ ఇన్కమ్ ప్రాబబ్లీ 500-600 అండి, మ్యాక్సిమం 500-600, అంటే £500-600. సో ఆ £500-600తో మీకు ఆల్మోస్ట్ మీ మంత్ గడిచిపోతుంది. అండ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ టెస్ట్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు ఎంటర్ ఐఎల్స్, జిఆర్ఈ, పీటీఈ. యాక్చువల్లీ మీరు ఐఎల్స్ తీసుకోవచ్చు లేదా పీటీఈ అనేది తీసుకోవచ్చు. జిఆర్ఈ అయితే నాట్ నెసరీ అండి. ఐఎల్స్ అనేది, పీటీఈ అనేది మీకు, పీటీఈ కూడా నాట్ నెసరీ. పీటీఈ అనేది ఆస్ట్రేలియాకి. ఐఎల్స్ అనేది ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి, తీసుకోవచ్చు, అది మీ ఇష్టం, టోటలీ అప్ టు యూ. అంటే అది డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద యూనివర్సిటీ. అన్ని యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఐఎల్స్ అడగవు. సో మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఏంటంటే ఐఎల్స్ అడగవు. సో కానీ టాప్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఐఎల్స్ అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. సో ట్రై టు టేక్ దట్. ఐ టేక్ ఇన్ ఇట్. అండ్ బట్ నా యూనివర్సిటీకి అవసరం లేదు. ఈ స్కాలర్షిప్ జనరల్లీ అవైలబుల్ యాజ్ ఆర్ నో? టోటల్లీ నో అండి. స్కాలర్షిప్ వస్తుంది, బట్ మీకున్న ఫీజులోనే ఒక £1,000 £2,000 తగ్గించి వస్తుంది. యావరేజ్ స్టార్టింగ్ శాలరీ ఆఫ్టర్ ఎంఎస్సీ. మా బ్యాచ్లో ఎంఎస్సీ ఈ జాబులు కొట్టిన ఎవ్వరు లేరు. ఐ డోంట్ నో. How hard is to settle there on scale of 10? 1 very easy, 10 very hard to settle. 10 వేసుకోండి, 9-10 వేసుకోండి. ఎందుకంటే కొంచెం యూకేలో కొంచెం సెటిల్మెంట్ అనేది కొంచెం కష్టంగానే ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడికి ఎవరైనా వద్దాం అనుకుంటే కనుక 1-2 సార్లు ఇది ఆలోచించుకోండి. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి చాలామంది ఇబ్బందులు పడిన వాళ్ళు చాలామంది ఉన్నారు. సో థింక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. అండ్ హౌ హార్డ్ ఈస్ టు సెటిల్ దేర్ ఆన్ స్కేల్ ఆఫ్ 10? వెరీ హార్డ్ అండి. కానీ ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఇంపాసిబుల్ అని ఎక్కడ వాడలేదు, హార్డ్ అన్నాను. బట్ ఇఫ్ మీ దగ్గర స్కిల్స్ ఉండి, మీ దగ్గర మంచి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉండి, మీ దగ్గర మంచి నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటే డెఫినెట్లీ మీకు వస్తుంది. అండ్ ఫైనలీ, ఈజ్ ఇట్ వర్త్ కమింగ్ దేర్ ఇన్ యువర్ వే? నాట్ వర్త్ అండి, నాట్ వర్త్. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ కమింగ్ టు యూకే, ట్రై కెనడా ఆర్ యూఎస్. అలా ట్రై చేయండి. కొంచెం లేట్ అయినా పర్లేదు, తొందరపడి యూకేకి అయితే రావద్దు. పీస్ ఆఫ్ అడ్వైస్ అనమాట.
I hope that all are safe and good. My friend Vidyasagar sent me few questions regarding my master's experience in Australia. So in this video, I would like to share my experience with you. And firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Venkatesh. I am Vidyasagar bachelor friend. We both are graduated from Agriculture College Bapatla, and I got admission in Australia, that is University of Tasmania. And my program name is Masters of Applied Science, that is Agriculture Science, and it is a course based work, not fully thesis. That means we do have some 4 semesters. For first 3 semesters we study with different types of units, and for 4th semester we do have some short span of thesis. The program, the duration of the program is 2 years, and I graduated from this university very recently, about 10 days ago. Uh, Currently, the course fees is around 33 to 35 lakhs, and we will get the scholarship of about 7 lakhs. The average monthly expenses is around 7 to $800, which is 40,000 rupees in Indian rupees. Uh, Students can work 20 hours per week, and the minimum wage rate is approximately $20 an hour, which means if you're lucky and got a job in any field, you can earn around $400 to $500 per week. The language test required. Australian universities accept both IELTS and PTE. For IELTS, the minimum score should be 6.5, and for PTE, the minimum score should be above 58. The average starting salary starts from around $55,000 per year. In Indian rupees, it's around like 25 to 30 lakhs. If you got any professional job in agriculture sector as agriculture consultant or agriculture grower, the salary would be like around 1 lakh to 1,50,000 dollars per year. And you could find a casual agriculture job immediately after completion of your course, but it's a bit hard to find a professional job in Tasmania. If you wish to travel to other states, for example to New South Wales or else Brisbane or Adelaide, the probability of getting the job is high. If you are looking at settling here on a scale from 1 to 10, I would rate it as 5. Suppose if you have any experience back in India for 1 or 2 years, the chance of getting the permanent residence is more. Yeah. Finally, in my point of view, I would say it is worth to come to Australia uh, for the people who have the experience back in India. If the people if they don't have any experience back in India, uh, it's not that much worth to come to Australia. Yeah, this is what I would like to say regarding my experience in Australia. Yeah, regarding my master's experience in Australia. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, guys. My name is Timla Reddy. So I am from India, from Andhra Pradesh, basically. So here I'm here to tell about some things how the major in agriculture will be in USA. So basically, recently completed my graduation from Texas A&M University, Kingsville Citrus Center. So coming to the admission, how to enter into the US or how to get an admission in a university. Most of the universities require both IELTS and GRE, and some universities doesn't require GRE, but there are only few actually. So roughly for an agriculture student, what I had seen based on my experience, the cost for 2 years it will be around I guess $32,000, around $32,000 to $40,000. That's it. And for 2 years, this is for 2 years, you'll be having $32,000 to $40,000 for 2 years. The tuition fees basically. And for agriculture students, everyone will be asking whether we'll be having an assistantship and or any scholarships in the universities. Basically, it depends because on the university. For me, in my situation, what the thing happened is, first we need to change. I entered into the US with the coursework, and after coming here, I changed myself to thesis, and I had a research assistantship. So if we get a research assistantship, we'll be having a monthly income. The professor will be paying us, and also the fees will be getting waived. Like suppose now we are having, I just mentioned like 32 to 40,000. So, but after getting an assistantship, you'll be having $16,000, roughly $16,000 to $20,000. You'll be having around that. So most of the tuition fees will be waived. And coming to the monthly income, it depends on the university how much the professor is willing to pay. It is not similar to all the universities because it depends on the professor who is hiring you or who is giving you a research project or the thesis project or something. And so basically this will be like, if you have an assistantship, the fees will be reduced to around 38,000 to 16,000 or $20,000. And coming to the scholarships in the universities, but in my case we are having some scholarships, and I personally received some scholarships from the university, so that my burden on the fees has been reduced. So generally what I paid for my college fees is around $15,000, I guess. Coming to the monthly expenses, it depends on the state. This one will be depending on the state, so, and places actually. Some places will be having higher rents, and some places will be having lower prices and everything. So in my personal experience, actually around it costs $600, roughly $600 to $1,000 or something. $600 is most, as I have heard, it costs around $600 for every month. So it comes your rent and your food expenses and your car expenses and everything. So $600 to $1,000. If you are having a car, then the insurance and everything pays off. So you will roughly, I'm telling roughly, it's $600 to $1,000 for a month. And coming to the part-time jobs, so mostly our students ask for part-time jobs, and actually it is not legal to work outside in US, but as I'm having an assistantship, I never have an opportunity to do a part-time job, so I don't exactly know how that works and everything. So this goes on for 2 years, and after completing your masters, coming to the jobs. So right now I am in that phase. I'm looking for a job based on my major. So as I am saying, as Vidya asked me how much the employer is willing to pay at the starting level of the starting pay of an agriculture student. So it is around like $36,000 to $48,000. It means $3,000 to $4,000 per month. So agriculture students, we get a low pay compared to the IT students, but it's okay because it's your major and everything. So if you are having some interest in your subject, then everything will be fine, I guess. So the most entry level pay for agriculture students is $3,000 to $4,000 per month. So I guess that's it. And how hard it is to find a job in US. It is quite tough, I guess, because as I'm experiencing, it is a little bit tough to get a job in the US for the agriculture students, and as right now it is maybe due to pandemic or any other issues. So right now it is quite tough to get a job in the US, but for sure, I guess if you wait and if you search, you might get a job. So I'm in such a hope, so I don't know exactly about that. And I guess, yeah, everyone can come to US and it's their life, but you can come to US and you can experience, but it's a good, you can learn a good subject over here, and the research projects will be very great. And based on my personal experience, the research experiences, and they have a good quality, and also, yeah, they are good, pretty good. And thank you so much, guys, for watching this, and thank you, Vidya, for giving me this opportunity, and I hope some information will be useful to you guys.
As most of the people already know, I finished my master's in bioresource engineering at McGill University. And yeah, the tuition fee in Canada, it starts from somewhere around like 15 lakhs and goes may up to go around like 20 lakhs per 2 years, depending on the university. And the monthly living expenses would be like $700 to $1,000 depending on where and how you live. And yes, you can work part time for 20 hours a week, and the base salary would be like $14-15 an hour. So per month you could earn around like $800, and yeah, that would be sufficient for your living expenses. But no, you can't pay your tuition fee by just by working part time. That's not possible in Canada. And yeah, there is a high chance of scholarship and funding if you are admitted to a thesis program. Yes, I am in a thesis program and I have a scholarship. And along with that, I also worked as a research assistant in Department of Plant Science. So they pay me like around like $16 an hour, and I worked like almost one and a half year throughout my degree there. So I'm self-sufficient to pay my fees and my living expenses. So I'm lucky to have that both scholarship and a job. And yes, to find a job after you graduate, I don't say it's very easy to find a job, because I know people who are still waiting for the job. So I would rate it as like 8, because it's not that easy to find a professional job. I'm not speaking about a general job. To find a professional like in agriculture sector, it's not that easy. And coming to the starting salary, if you get a job, as I said in previous videos, like if you find a job in multinational companies like Bayer, Syngenta, Sinagri, all these top companies, you could earn around like 2.5 lakhs per month, or around like 25 to 35 lakhs per annum, depending on the company and your position. And depending on regarding the settlement in Canada, yeah, it's very easy to settle in Canada during the current situations. But I don't know how it's gonna stay like once you graduate, because like I don't know, I can't predict it today in the coming 2 or 3 years. So I don't know, but right now it's very easy. I would rate it as like 4 to settle in Canada. Yeah, that's it. I hope this will be helpful, and these people have cleared almost all of your doubts regarding different countries. So make a wise decision. Don't believe in my words. Do your own research. And I get a lot of questions. You can just type the same question in the Google search engine, and you'll find the answer. You'll find more accurate answer than what I say. Finally, thank you, M.Sc, Venkatesh, Thiru, Tarun, for all your information. It would be really helpful, and thank you very much.